put you on Arrowhead, but if, are you talking about Castle Haynes?
Yeah, you're welcome.
You can. You
I
absolutely
want to be on
can.
Castle Haynes. I don't see John Graham up there.
He's on Arrowhead. Do you want to be on Castle Haynes too?
Absolutely.
So you can put me on there.
I'd like to be on the names committee.
Oh, this free labor. I got a side up.
Hubert, Carl, and John. Is that it?
Bob,
Oh, that's right.
put me on there, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know what drives are gonna be unplayable when they start the construction at Castle?
What holes we hunt?
Yeah.
Well, no, I really am not 100% sure. I've been given several, there's several things they're doing out there, but the biggest thing is the walking trail that's going to wind all field park and possibly affect hole 17, hole 18, hole 6, hole 11. There are definitely several, but you know, I sent them a plan trying to give them some rerouting suggestions, and I've never heard anything back. It's very possible that they have totally abandoned the idea. As far as the road that's going through, you know, that definitely will affect hole 3 and hole 6. 4 and 5 will go away, the current 4 and 5. But there's plenty of land coming to us that'll be enough to replace those holes with really probably better holes.
I think that it's going to affect 6 initially, and that they may tear up T-pad,
Yeah.
which will, I think, would be a good thing because we get a new T-pad. But I think we'll be able to put it right back where it's at once they get done with their construction on hole 6. I mean, that's the way it's looking. I can't swear to that, but like you said, 4 and 5 will be gone. We'll probably have to either relocate, further to the right, or leave it in the shorts, one or the other.
Yeah.
I've got one. I'll just stay off that subject, but, is it feasible that we could possibly get as many as 27 total holes out at Castle Haynes once that land is available?
Well, looking at what they gave us and what they've allotted to us, and I did send you a copy of that map, it looks like that we've got just enough land to replace the holes they're going to take. There's really, they're not giving us, even though they've got a whole lot of land coming in, the land that's kind of already connected to the course, it's not, it's just enough to replace, with probably a little bit longer holes to go in there, and maybe a while. Yes.
Honestly, I mean, I'm just telling you my opinion. That's not what I saw. The map provided from the county, the first map, now it could have been revised and I might not have seen it. But the first map clearly states disc golf expansion. And it's basically a lot of property to the right of the ditch on it. So I'm not arguing, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm saying what I saw in the first map presented to us was there is a large amount of area that is designated to disc golf expansion.
They,
Possibility behind holes, absolutely. I don't know that for sure. But
That's what I saw too on that map.
Yes.
David and I met with Tara and a bunch of them, and they showed us that it was, as a matter of fact, behind Ford, there was a large chunk,
Yep.
long chunk, and then there was some back to the left too. And they actually said that we could have more holes there. They actually offered it that day.
they absolutely
Okay. Well, then perhaps we do.
I mean, I don't know. That's what they're.
Well,
what they're offering.
everything's kind of up in the air until it actually happens.
I mean, but you know, you're more current on this than we are. Because I'm kind of been out of the loop for a while.
Well, they haven't paid out, they haven't actually, I haven't really spoke, well, I did send them a request on a timeline
Right.
last month, and I think I read that at the meeting. It was basically anywhere between 6 months and a year and a half, or something like that.
Well, you know, things are constantly changing out there, so,
Yeah, well,
you know, you don't really know.
it's government.
One month we got something, next month we won't have anything.
Yeah.
Just a little side note on that, we did come across the wire, WTT yesterday, or maybe the day before. $1.8 million has been, released by the county. They are going to reopen Inland Greens as a 9-hole par 3 golf course, and the other 9 holes are going to be green space. While they're in a giving mood, we might want to have them put in like another, maybe like a children's course over there on that other green space, because there's not enough land to have a true, even a 9-hole.
Well,
I mean, I don't know, but
earlier this year, I think in January, I sent another plea to Wilmington about Inland Greens, and got no response at all. They were taking bids from contractors, and it had been set in stone that they were going to have 9 holes of golf and green space. I can only say it would not hurt to ask again. Okay, it would not hurt. That's why I asked again. I'm somewhat pessimistic. I shouldn't say that we will even get anything over there. I think perhaps the residents that live there, after their somewhat odd experience with disc golf a few years ago, are probably against it, and that is a big part to play.
well, like I say, I only bring it up because they $1.8 million. A million.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
I'm just saying, while they're in a given mood, we might want to ask again.
Okay, that's it for the Castle Haynes section. Oh, yes.
Liza, you've been presented with a map that is different from the map that me and Rudy and you saw initially, that we were talking about the property designated disc golf expansion.
Rudy, you and I looked at that map, right?
Same map.
Only you would know that because I didn't see the old map. Was it similar to the one that you looked at previously, or?
It was, the one today that I saw was a more thorough map. It was a larger map, and the first one just basically showed where the road was going to go.
So
So it didn't mark out where like the dog park was going to be and all
which
that.
ours did.
Yeah, that's
Ours
right.
had the dog
Ours
park.
did.
Mhm. And last thing I'll say is Dave's. It increases the city hall. It's city hall.
Okay, we're going to move on to Arrowhead. Jeff, would you give us just a quick update of how progress has been going on in Arrowhead?
Yeah, well, we got 1, 2, and 3 in their new positions. We have 3 pin placements for number 1. We'll probably put another tee pad back where 2 used to be, and we'll be able to use that for our tournament so we can control the erosion on that side of the hill. 2 is in there complete. I've got some tee signs that I've made up from some scrap wood from the back of the tee pads to mark where to go for number 3. Number 3, we need to finish the walkway from green to tee box on number 3 and actually bury the tee box. That has to be finished this weekend. We cut 8's fairway, we cut 9's fairway. The county actually came out and cut down the 2 trees that were struck by lightning on number 6. And they also had some subcontractors come out and take a lot of the trees that we had cut down and drive to the edge down.
Okay. And things are moving right along.
Yeah, it's gonna be steady. I mean, it's gonna take a while. But we still got 14 of those tee boxes to redo overall, and you know, they take about 2.5 man hours per tee box. So
Are we still on 3 before we put the tee box in the ground there? Are we still planning on moving it downhill a little bit and around?
We have,
It's there.
You already moved it?
yeah, we have.
Yeah, I was flew out this weekend. so
Yeah.
everyone knows.
School boy.
Well, it's on.
No, I had flu, man.
Thanks, George.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give these dudes a hand for all the work they're doing there.
Looking forward to playing.
Okay.
I was just gonna add one little note.
Sure.
3, where it is now, you didn't even see it, that sucks for you, but it's the new hardest hole on the course, which is great. And it's fantastic, and hey, Airhead Doubles is stronger than ever.
The rough thing is
last Monday night.
But I did come up with some poison ivy on Sunday, just barreling through that rough on number 3, so we all might want to be careful at first. If you're out there in shorts.
Yeah, I played 3 after I got a little better. I played 3 the way it was with the just temporary in there, and it was short.
Yeah, it was a short sled.
So, yeah.
Well, that may be a secondary T-patch, you know, we thought possibly, lead to it out there. Is that good? Are you done, Jim?
Yeah.
Any other questions? I've been doing a pretty good job of keeping this up to date on Facebook as we move through it, so the posts are up there, we've been there virtually every weekend for the last couple months or
That's
something.
11
It's a lot.
months now,
Lot of work.
And guys, I'm sorry, I haven't been able to be there more, but I work on the weekends.
No, it's okay.
Got fish.
I was saying, you fish.
All right, we're gonna move on to tournament committee report. And I guess Tiny and or Phil together in some way. Lay it on.
We had a meeting, meeting seemed to be working pretty good, getting a lot done. The first thing we went over is, some things for the azalea. The idea of turning the azalea into a trophy-only tournament, for the amateur side. Threw it out there, talked about it, everybody agreed. I talked to the boss, he said as a tournament committee, we have the power to vote stuff in. So I think we're gonna try that, like everyone says, just, if we don't like it, we change it next year. And what that entails is there will be no voucher payouts at the end. I don't think we've decided how deep we're gonna pay out. I think we're gonna do trophies, actual trophies for maybe 1st and 3rd. We're talking about a trophy disc from 4th to maybe 10th or whatever we decide. We discussed lunch options. We're going to call Flaming Amy's. They work out pretty good in the trolley, the hot dog trolley place. Okay.
So when they did the ace race, 20 Disc League had Charlie Stop hot dogs out there. And I was talking to the guy, and I said, hey, we have the Azalea tournament, it'd be cool to have you come out one day. We have Flaming Amy's on one day and you guys on one day. And he said, oh, we're great friends. We could do it. We could both be here both days. They wouldn't mind. That being said, when we feel like, and Dave had a good point, he said we should probably call Flaming Amy's and confirm that with them instead of going on the word of the guy at Charlie Stop, which I am going to call Flaming Amy's. I have not done yet, I apologize, and find out if that is indeed the truth. Because that would be cool if we had them both out there both days. The lines would be nothing, and you could get your lunch, and you have choices, you have options. It'd be cool, and nobody'd have to worry about cooking lunch and stressing over that. So.
And with trophy only, the big thing is the players pack. We want to have a really nice players pack, not just the disc and stuff. We talked about having a nice quality rain pullover. Maybe with the tournament logo. There were some other ideas like seal socks and the touch. We're still looking at ideas for that. But I want to have a players pack that everybody talks about, everybody remembers. That way it's worth it. We talked about doing a sponsorship kit so everybody who wants to go after sponsorship will have an information packet they can go out and pitch the idea of sponsoring the day. And we'll have more Azalea meetings as time goes on. I'm sure there's a lot of things change, we'll add a lot of things. That's just kind of what we hit on first. As far as the monthlies go, we decided that we threw around the idea of having a main plaque for the point series winner of AM and Pro. And, we have all the scores archived. We can go back and see who won and add them to the trophy. And maybe display it. We thought about maybe displaying it in your shop where the discs are. Gets everybody in there and something to look at, something to play for. Also, we talked about dates for the AM and Pro skins. I think we want to do the AM skins the Sunday after December monthly. So we'll play December monthly on Saturday, figure out who wins, and then Sunday we'll get together and play AM skins. And I think we decided to do the Pro skins the following Sunday. That way they're done in December, nothing lags into January, and then take care of business. So the AM skins we're talking about doing on December 14th, and the time will be determined close to that date. And then the Pro skins we're talking about doing on December 21st. And we want to get the trophies done for the point series. That when they're here, they're done. We hand them out in December, and it's done. Come January, I want it to be fresh. We'll have the bag tags. We'll do that. Point series will start over. And same thing with Airhead, but that'll be the summer.
But we did discuss going ahead and getting the trophies for Airhead all at one time, so maybe we could get a discount. The more we get, supply and demand, the more you get, the less it costs. Hopefully, that's the way it works.
And like we said earlier, we decided to have set a date for the bag tag challenge / barbecue membership drive. And that's going to be January 3rd. We figured we could get way more attention to Airhead. I mean, you guys are pulling 40 at doubles. So what we're going to do, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to play 2 consecutive rounds, 36 holes. And then we'll distribute bag tags by how you finish. And then we'll have a barbecue and just hang out the rest of the day. And then we talked about potential dates for the Azalea as well. And Fee emailed Robert Leonard and he said, get back to me in a month. Which I don't care for that. But the potential dates for the Azalea AM are going to be March 28th and 29th, 2015. And Pro April 18th and 19th, 2015.
So what would be
March 28th and 29th for the AM, and April 18th and 19th for the Pro.
And what was the 2 dates on the constitution question?
December 14th was the AM, December 21st was the Pro.
What were the times?
TBA.
Okay. And so same thing on the bag tag, you know the time that you want to start that?
I guess the players could determine that, whoever's involved in it.
The skins, right, that's what I'm saying.
This is the date, you tell us what time you want to play, but this is when we're going to do it.
I'm sorry, the bag tags.
Oh, bag tag.
What time for the bag tag challenge?
Oh,
Yeah, 10-ish, 11.
Yeah, lunch after.
Yeah, exactly.
Cookout after
Exactly.
that. So membership appreciation, that's what we discussed.
yeah.
Does anybody have any questions about the monthlies, point series? Anybody have any questions about that, how that works?
Yes, because I haven't participated in a point series yet, I mean, how does it break down? Is it like?
So basically, we have 12 monthlies. And for Airhead, your guys are running July to June, I think. 12 monthlies, we take your best 8. So you're allowed to, we'll either drop 4 or you're allowed to miss 4, however. But your 4 worst scores will be dropped. And you'll take your best 8. And that'll be your final tally for points. And then the points are based on how you finish. So first place is 20 and then it goes down to 1.
Okay. And I have a smaller secondary question. As far as the castle doubles on Wednesdays, do you guys ever do a point series for that?
We haven't, but we'll talk about it.
I say that to say this. I've had a lot of people ask me about point series next meeting, I'd like to put that as an agenda item. Everyone bring your ideas for points for their area doubles for next year.
And there's clubs that have models, like Off Day does a point series, Greenville does a point series.
Because I think it'd be fun. It'd be a lot of fun with the area points.
And for the guys who might,
I was just wondering, how would the point series work in doubles?
What we would preliminarily, from talking to a lot of people, what we'd have to do is make it a pro-am and make every pro have an am. So that two pros don't get paired together. And of course, it'll have to be an honor system, like you play a pro, you play for am. And then it'd be your finish week to week, you know, the pro with the am, you win 5 points, if you come in second, 3. If you place in money, a point. And then if you hit CTP, a point. If you hit ace that week, 2 points. And then we'd have to set a time, like May 1st, August 1st. You know, and like that's the, when you can do points.
Do you think you want to take on that much more with the doubles? That sounds like a lot to me.
I mean, you can get involved. You can get involved in one. You can give points for ace. You can give a point for CTP. But what I've seen is you get an X amount of points for playing, and then you get X amount of points for the people you beat, whether you're an am or pro. So if I show up every session, I'll have X amount of points, and then if however I finish, however many people I beat, I get X amount of points. And that's the simpler way to do it, I see.
Well, what I suggest is, since you guys kind of got an idea, put your ideas together over the next month, and then the next meeting we'll have the discussion and we'll flesh it out.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't even talked to Alan about it yet.
Yes?
Biggest thing is just think about how you're gonna keep track of points and how you're gonna broadcast the points. How you're gonna publish the points.
I will just do that when I do my weekly score report.
On Facebook.
Yeah, I'll do a running spreadsheet in Excel, and
Do you have a file section on your page? Or, yeah, I guess we can put it on. Yeah.
Another thing I want to say is you guys have decided to move Monday to Saturday, starting October 18th.
correct. And yes, we're aware of that.
And that's fine. It's fine. It gives everybody options.